Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do you what's cracking for the Wednesday, the 20th of November. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. This journey never ceases to amaze me. Today is the day for my psychic radio, so I'll be online with Moonstruck TV in about an hour and a half or something, if you're interested in coming over and watching. I have a Facebook Live booked in for the 8th of December, so don't forget that. I'll be starting that at 9 a.m. Australian time. And that's all I've got booked in at the moment. So I'm back doing private readings if you're interested in having those done. All the information will be below. And the only other thing I've got still there that I'm requesting is your personal stories. I hope over the Christmas break, while I've got a bit of time and not doing fairs and things, that I'm able to put some energy into getting my newsletter up and started. I've also been contacted by someone else to do articles for a magazine. So it's very, I'm all over the place at the moment, but loving it. Absolutely loving having all these exciting things happen. There couldn't be anything more beautiful in the world than being able to read for others and speak to people on a much wider scale. Okay, there's some people going through sort of quite heavy times at the moment where they're coming through by doing transformations, so there seems to be a bit of conflict. So maybe some of you at the moment, there seems to be a lot of breaking down and rebuilding relationships with people, being able to sever relationships that are no longer working for you, but also bringing new people in who sort of fit your world better. So a lot of that going on at the moment. Sometimes I wish I knew astrology better, because I think if I knew astrology better, I'd know what was going on at the moment. But it's definitely this sort of breaking down old relationships, sort of getting rid of old relationships, but certainly finding people who align with your vibration better. Now, the first card I've got coming out is the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is a card that talks about looking back at the past. We're all guilty of this. We are. And there is a certain amount of looking back at the past, which is quite healthy. Looking back, having a little bit of regret, that's quite okay. But when you're really drawn back to the past and it creates a lot of emotion for you or sadness for you, then sometimes you have to ask yourself whether that is, perhaps not as healthy for you. Especially if it sort of plonks you straight back into the feelings that you had before. And this sort of stops you moving forward somewhat, because you're still hanging on to the past energy. So it's like you've got your clutches in past stuff, and that's not good either, because the universe is unable to move you forward while you're still stuck in that energy. For some of you, you may have walked away, as I've been said in the beginning. You may have walked away from situations that no longer serve you. This doesn't always necessarily mean love relationships either. It can be that you've had to walk away from family members or friends because of their, no longer able to relate to you, or you're no longer able to relate to them. But it still brings sadness, even if you've had to do it for the right reasons. What I want to say to you, though, this is moving towards abundance. So there's a feeling here that although you've had to do these things, you are bringing in better things for yourself. You're definitely bringing in, more opportunities. If this is about a job, because there's quite a lot of pentacles here, you could be moving away or have moved away from a job that was quite toxic and now looking at some sort of rebuilding and moving forward here. And really understanding the lesson here of not doing that same thing again, because you're bringing in this sort of beautiful abundance here, which says to me you've learned the lesson, you've taken it on board, but definitely moving away from things that no longer serve you here. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles coming in. I have a vague feeling he came in first yesterday too. He's still on his way. He's still on his way to you here, very slowly, but he wants to get it right. He wants to get that apology right. He wants to get the message right. He wants to make sure the conversation's right. If it's about money, then he wants to make sure that he's got the financial situation in the right place, because he wants to offer a brand new, passionate start. So there's somebody coming in here that wants to offer something. They're very passionate about you. The Ace of Wands can sometimes be quite a sort of sexual card, and so this person finds you quite sexually alluring or quite fascinating here. They're almost standing still to look at you at the moment. It's like they see you, and perhaps they're a little overwhelmed by, your beauty or your presence or what you represent to them, because it's like they've taken time out to just stop and look. There's a sort of feeling here that maybe they don't feel, maybe they don't quite feel ready or don't quite feel good enough to approach you here, but they are on their way. Okay, so there's a feeling of perhaps confusion here. You could be dealing with someone who has lots of options. So it could be someone who's trying to sort through what they want in their own life. But there's a feeling of confusion here over this new start. Whether they should offer this or not. Oh, golly, this is beautiful. They see you as their person, their one, their soulmate, their twin. They see you as that person. You represent everything beautiful for them here in terms of your sexuality and your presence. But they're confused about it somewhat. And maybe they just can, yeah, look. So someone's a bit trapped in their head over this. Overthinking it, trying to work out what they want. They want something more because they want to build with you. So they know they do. They see you as their person. They know they want to build with you. They do want to offer you love here. You could be dealing with a water sign or an earth sign here. But for some unknown reason, there's this feeling that they're fighting against something else or fighting against an energy. The Nine of Cups is coming out. So there is a wish coming true. So something is moving forward at great pace. Okay, interesting reading. 3 knights in here. So there's so much going on at the moment. This person is going between trying to, this could be you as well. There's an energy here of trying different things, of thinking about different approaches. The 7 of Cups tells me that somebody is going through everything at the moment to make sure they've absolutely got this approach right. If you are waiting for jobs, love, situations to evolve, they are definitely moving forward. The Knight of Swords says that some people are getting an apology or a conversation around something that they need to understand about how this person feels. But this person's all tied up in their head and confused at the moment. And even though they know what they want and they want to make this offer, it's their wish come true. You are their wish come true here. You are their wish for love coming right in the door. But what's happening here is this person just doesn't know how to move forward with this. They're really confused about it. They could have other stuff holding them back here, though, with the 7 of Wands, because there's a lot of stop-start to this energy. It's like they make the decision, they're ready to go, and something holds them back again. So they could be dealing with something else in their life that's keeping them like defensive or bound to something here. But they are on their way. If this person or this situation or whatever it is for you is something you want to resolve, whether it's a situation with your family, whether it's a love interest, if it's a situation you want to resolve, there will be resolution. You will get the outcome you want here, for sure. But it's just that you've got someone at the moment who's doing this energy of living in their head too much and going backwards and forwards with the decision making. But at the end of it here, we do have the Knight of Swords rushing in. So once the decision is made, things will move very, very quickly here. Somebody sees you as, just absolutely the most beautiful thing. They just have this tremendous amount of passion for you here. Okay, so the co-create cards come out this morning, and the co-create card talks about creating with the universe. So this is something, this situation here is something that the universe wants to see resolved too. The universe is trying to bring you together. So don't forget you have here, lots of assistance from the angels or from your higher self or from whatever you believe, whatever your belief is, your God, your universe, spirit, your higher power. There is a lot of support here from your higher power. And if that's what you want to do, then you shouldn't. If this is you, don't hold back. You know the universe is working with you. If it's the other person that's coming towards you here, then it's okay to put the energies out to welcome them in. Bringing in and co-creating and And manifesting is all about just letting go of the energies that are positive to reaffirm this situation. But something big is happening. It's just taking its time. Have a great day, everyone.